This is Tom from Thrive Drumming Studios, and I am making a short series of videos. We're going to have 5 videos really intended for beginner drummers. And our very first inaugural video is this one right here. And you might see that I have a flashlight here. You know, what does a flashlight have to do with drumming? Well, it's here as a prop to show how easy it is to hold the sticks. So let's get into it. How do you hold drumsticks? Let's get rolling. Match grip, both hands the same. How do we pick up the sticks? How do they go on the hands? Here's your hands. Let's just start with the hands. Let's all agree we have a thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. If you're going to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits, okay? But we usually call this one the thumb. We call this the index finger, the middle finger. I'm not putting the others down right now. The ring finger and the pinky. So that's how I'm going to refer to them, by their name, not by the number of the digits. So thumb, first finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Basically, let's just say you were somewhere in your house or anywhere and you just had to pick up an object, which is why I have the flashlight. If I just went to pick up the object, it wouldn't be that big of an ordeal. I wouldn't make a huge exercise out of it. I would just reach over with my opposing thumb, all right, and my other fingers, and I would just grab it, right? I would close my hand and grab it, which is what I'm going to do. Let me put it over here in the center, and I would just grab it. So my thumb went around the side, and my index finger wrapped around, and basically you can see the other fingers all came in line and they closed inward and grabbed the stick. Now this were a drumstick, it would pretty much be a pretty good grip right now as I have it. Okay, I would make a few adjustments. Since this is not as long as a drumstick, I didn't get enough of the drumstick down here. So let's put this away. Whoop! Okay. And let's take the 2 drumsticks I have here. Some very nice Vic Firths. These are for playing classical snare drum. These are Tim Jennis Generals. I like them very much, okay, for playing snare drum. And as you can see, that's all I did. I just took my hand and I wrapped it around it. Okay, now let me show you exactly what's going on. If you look at my grip right here, is that the thumb is flat on the side of the stick. The first finger wraps around at the same point. They're even right there. Yeah, you'll see some guys with their finger way up there or way below, but generally you want them even. And again, I'm showing these as good habits for beginners. There'll be a little space between your first finger and your middle finger. And simply, the middle finger, ring finger, pinky just wrap around, and the stick is going to lie on this fat, fleshy part of your hand, which, if you take the stick out, that's kind of where your pinky meets the fleshy part of your hand. That's where the stick should come across, okay? And I'm holding the stick, in general, this can change on some drumsticks, about 2/3 of the way down. And when we look at strokes, I'm going to be holding it at a place where when I strike the drum, it's going to have the best amount, the most amount of rebound coming up. Because you'll see later that if we're too far back on the stick or if we're too far forward, you won't get the best amount of rebound, okay? So hopefully that was a thorough explanation. Thumb and first finger meet, okay? Thumb on the side, first finger, and it's going to go in this first knuckle groove right here. You just simply wrap it around like that. It is not a tight grip. It's very loose. You could just take that right out of my hand, okay? And second, middle finger, third, ring finger, and pinky just simply wrap around. So you're going to grip it here, and I like to think that the fingers are going to guide this stick back to the palm when necessary. Or as the stick comes up from the drum, they're going to release naturally. This will happen, and they will guide the stick down, help keep it nice and straight along with good wrist motion. Okay? So what I just did with my right hand, I'm going to do the same with my left hand. So my left hand is just going to pick it up like I'm picking up any object. And my thumb is flat on the side. First finger wraps around and meets it. Again, it's not too high, it's not too low. I'm in this first knuckle groove, and through it. This is my middle finger, my ring finger, and my pinky. Just wrap around. Now, they don't close it too tightly. There's no pressure. It's just enough to hold it, okay? And, again, I'm going to hold it at the same place. In general, a lot of times, well, for me, this could be about where your H is on the Vic Firth logo, okay, for me. This is a longer stick, too, so there we go. And the reason they're matched is that you're holding them identically with both hands. So we have a good shot in the other camera. Nice and level, okay, and what I'm doing is my palms are down towards the ground. This grip has a specific name. It's the match grip. There are 3 versions of the match grip, which we'll get into later. But I am playing what is called the German grip. Okay. Sometimes drummers will slightly rotate their hands outward a little bit. You could rotate them out so far that your thumbs are up, and you're going to play with a stick and a lot of finger motion coming up and down like that. And that is called French grip. Okay, where the thumb is up. It's still the same grip. It's a different rotation in the wrist. And the middle point about here is called the American grip. German grip, American grip, French grip. All right? Good, solid basics learned, and they form great habits and get you started on the right foot. Thank you.